'tis the lot of the powerful to attract the courteous as well as the needy. Thus thou, prudence, dictate that those with power proffer aid with one hand, whilst the other resteth ever on their health. Alas, we have not the luxury of time to decipher our petitioners' machinations, nay, not while the beast tribes do labour unseen, defiant in defeat, to raise up their fallen primals once more. Doubt not that they shall return, stronger and bolder both, nor that we shall be the ones to meet them. This sacred charge shall ever be ours. This but a pity we are so few, and our fortune so finite. That's a lot of talking. This situation is wholly unexpected. I too have given much thought to our organization future, though it would seem I have reached a different conclusion. Mayhap it is time I made my feelings known to the Ascendant. Come along, Drazor. Alfino, Drazor, is what amiss? You desire counsel, and so I shall have it, Mephilia. The science of the Seven Dome must leave Uldar. We must do what? So long as we remain in Uldar territory, we will never be free to act with impunity. Moving our headquarters to Westwood Bay only delayed the inevitable. We have demonstrated our capabilities, and the Syndicate has taken note. They will not suffer our organization to remain independent now. We are far too dangerous for that. Surely you realize they are a reason Westwood Bay still lacks an Aetheryte. They know full well how beneficial one will be to our cause, which is why it and other favors will be denied us unless we cooperate. If Uldar is no longer suitable, where should we have us go? Experience has taught us that the appearance of neutrality is as important as the reality. Accordingly, we must keep each of the great nations at arm's length and plant our banner in a place which all agree to beyond their borders. Just wait a minute. I'm gonna pause a minute and I will be back soon. There you go, I'm back again. Let's continue. Madonna. Revenant's told, to be precise, it lies within neutral territory and offers all the essential facilities we require. By way of additional benefit, it also has frequent by veritable legion of adventurers who may serve to supplement our ranks. And I am of course conscious of the fact that we developed certain bond with Uldar and the people of the years, but I truly believe this to be the best course of action. As you yourself observe, we have invaluable time with the local community for 3 years of concerted efforts. Uldar is our home, Alfino. To cast aside everything we have built and start anew in that desolate wasteland would be beyond reckless. The decision is yours to make, Antecedent. I ask only that you recall the sheer purpose which first moved us to found the Science of the Seventh Dawn, and which moved you to found the path of the 12 Heir that we aspire to an ideal, you and I, just as grandfather did, that makes us more than mere comrades in arms. We are as much family as... That will be all for Alpha now. I'm sure you have some familiar affairs of your own to attend to. Your concern is most generous, but no, I left them in the hands of men better suited to the task than I. I could not very well allow my personal affairs to come before the needs of the order, after all. Okay, that's the better one. Oh, no, that's the better one. Oh, it's still. Anyway, moving on. Perfect. I don't want any of these, so that's fun. Levoldar, has it truly come to this? Oh, Drazor, pray attend to Alfino. He is engaged in some business or other and requires your assistance. Pray be on your way. Alfino awaits you, and I have much to think about. Oh, and tell him he shall have my answer in due time. Okay. That's fine. Fine indeed. Okay, hello Alfino. Confounded, she knows what must be done, and still she hesitates. All because of this fanciful rumors. I should explain. Miphilius' mother, well, adopted mother, was among the great many who perished during the calamity. Falamin was her name, though you may know her better as the songstress of Uldar. She was a performer of a singular talent, as much beloved by the people of Yosa, not to mention a certain Chilean minstrel. So you may imagine the news of her passing was greeted with shock and disbelief by her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge what had happened. That her body was never found only served to encourage speculation. Minfilia too struggled at first to accept the truth, but Falamin's absence stretched from months into years. She saw that there could be no other explanation. Until recently, at any rate, for whatever reason, rumors have once again begun to circulate that Flamin is alive and well. Alas, they are served to rekindle irrational hope in Minfilia, which now clouds her judgment. This talk of Uldar as her home, and of insurmountable difficulties of moving to Modona, is no more than an expression of her unwillingness to let go. Nonsense in word, but until the details of Flamin's miraculous preservation have been categorically disproved, I fear she will remain lost to reason. That being the case, I propose we set about disapproving them post-haste. Let's see how the fanciful claims stand up to investigation. One of the most recent of these latest crop of rumors comes to us by way of Father Illud. Question him for me, and I shall look into another alleged sighting and follow anon. Whew, that's a lot of talking. Yeah, before we go there, I'm actually going to do something that I actually recently learned. I learned it like a week ago or so. Or last week. That I didn't think favorite destination did anything, but it halves the cost of teleportation to that each way. So yeah, I'm gonna do that for the one in Modona too, and every major place basically. I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Let's go up here. dry bone. Sure, say Adama Ladama. Good evening to you, Drazor. Halfner told me to expect you. Now you're doubtless eager to ask me certain questions, but before you do, I must stress that I myself did not see Flamin. Though I very much wish I had. I merely hearken unto the tale of a mourner who came to stay with us. He is still here, if you wish to hear it for yourself. You'll find him in the lich yard, I should think. Lich yard visitor. So, do we have here? Oh, yeah, quite young man. I have saw Flamin. Just as clear as I see you now. And yes, I'm sure it was her. Before you ask, I could never forget a woman like that. That night on 7 summer ago, I first set eyes on her, and I still remember it as if it were yesterday. I'm happy to report that the years have only made her more beautiful. Where did I? Oh, Costa del Sol. She was giving lessons to Gigarushu's woman, and her voice, gods, her voice. The soft tingling of bells resonated in my very soul. I dare not say how her song touched me. Okay. Do I believe the man still? Well, I believe that he believes it, though I do wonder. I doubt I would recognize someone I barely knew whom I hadn't seen in 7 years. But if it were even the slightest possibility Flamin yet lives, they will not owe it to Minfilia to pursue it. Sure. Got some cooking sherry. If this woman resembles Flamin was employed a Costa del Sol, then that is where you should go. I will inform Alfino of these latest developments. You need only concern yourself with the search. Master Gigarushu should remember you from your past engagements, so I suggest you waste no time and approach him directly. Yes, thank you. No company of heroes we need to deal with. And enough of them. And now we have to deal with them at some time in the expansion or the patch quest. The less I deal with them, the better. Yeah, Wastegate. Get out of it. Get away from me. Gigaruju. Oh, sweet silence of the sands, my Mikote muse. Why have you forsaken me? Titan's Bane, I'm in Drazor. What brings you to my humble resort? Flamin? Oh, you mean to tell me the goddess-made flesh who dwelled among us until so very reason was the suncrest of Uldar? A god's man. If I had known that, I would have chained her to my bedpost and never let her leave. I'm exaggerating for dramatic effect. As to her current whereabouts, I recall she mentioned Wineport. But there is no need to pursue her, my friend. When she tires of her rough way of living, she will make straight for Costa del Sol and fling herself into my waiting arms, flushed and breathless. I don't think so. I think that's wishful thinking. I don't know. I think so. Anyway, let's go up there and meet with her. But yeah, beginning to feel it in. My throat is beginning to feel the strain of reading all the text out loud. I had some 2-hour read time before this too, so a lot of talking. It should be fine. I like talking. I like my own voice. Whew. Yeah. I'm glad I stopped being shy about stuff. Okay. Well, if it is Drazor, the savior of Wineport, to what do we owe the pleasure? Yeah. Yes, we did receive the customer matching that description. She was delight to behold to give the woman her due, but her perfume was so ghastly, and no choice but to eject her from the premises, interfering with tastings, you understand. If she is your quarry, why not consult your blind associate? His olfactory perception is without peer. Given that I can smell the woman from a mile away, I dare say he could smell her from 10. Young bar. You want to know? I seen Mickey lass by the name of Flamin. I wish I've seen less of any description for far too bloody long. As you were bloody useless. I see we had a grand adventure since last we spoke, Drazor. You must share them with me sometime. The girl from a little while ago, one does not forget a perfume like that. So robust and intoxicating, yet simultaneously familiar, reminiscent of a bloom native to these parts, in fact. I said as much when we spoke. She complimented my powers of observation and asked me where she might find some of the flowers. So I told her to follow the road south into Raincatcher Gully, and then head east after crossing the second bridge. The flowers which grow in the shade of the cliff have the strongest scent, you see. If you make haste, you may yet find her there. Okay, let's go them. Not the safest bridge, but hey. Probably safe enough. Okay. Here she is. Let's oh yeah. No, I'll go boo. I am in your depth, stranger. I did not realize my activities had aroused the Gobu's ire until it was too late. Their oils can be used to make a perfume, you see, and Flamin, I don't. Who are you? Whom do you serve? Typical of all the many leads, yours obviously had to be the one which bore fruit. I don't know why I bother. The songstress of Vidala, I presume, Minfilia, I should say, Asilla is looking for you. Asilla? You are the very picture of health, my lady, yet the world thinks you're dead. I can only conclude that this was by design. The question is, why? Not everyone who endeavours to find me does so with the best intention, child. You will be pleased to know that I fully intended to reveal myself to Minfilia when the time is right. Oh, well, that does please me more than you know, but tell me, sojourns in the forest of NOSCEA aside, when exactly will the time be right? When I deem it so. Do you imagine I travelled all this time on a whim, as I was telling your associate prior to your tradition? I came here to harvest these flowers to use in a perfume. Does that satisfy your curiosity? Or would you interrogate me further? My apologies for the interruption, anyway. Know that we all have which we came for. Might we continue this conversation in a safer locale? Wineport, say? Then settle to Wineport, Drazor. Sure. Let's go. Just run all the wee beak. This is not at all how I had envisioned it. Having been appraised of a situation, Lady Flamin has consented to plead our case to Minfilia regarding the proposed move to Madonna. However, she will only do so once the perfume is complete. Moreover, she insists that we aid her in obtaining the final ingredient. She will not be swayed, I assure you. I tried. Let's just get this over with, shall we? Believe me when I tell you that I am every bit so eager to return to Westwood Bay as you are. There is work to be done ere that, however, so... Listen well. I require pristine salamander oil to complete my perfume. Oil is this pure can only be obtained from the belly of a Gorungach, a notorious elusive species of Awoken native to Bronze Lake. Elusive, I say, yet no less sensible to allure of a right bait. In this instance, that would be freshly slain mud pugils. 3 placed at the water's edge should suffice to tempt any Gorungach lurking nearby. They are aggressive when startled and will attack on sight. Yet given the ease with which you dispatch the Gobu, I doubt they will trouble you unduly. Sure, let's go to Camp Brunswick then. the free to that's too far. But yeah, since we began on the new quest, let me go into characters. I'm gonna give myself a title. There you go, the heart of the party. The only title I have. Yeah. Yeah. There, I guess, and put out bait. Yeah, again, that's a bait over here too. Well, that's a long wait, Tomo. There you go. Actually took a lot of damage from that. And then we go back to Wineport. There you go. Understand it is of most importance that I finish this perfume before I accompany you to Westwood Bay. Please bring me the oil as soon as possible. Once again, I am in the depth. I distilled the flower's oil in your absence, so all that remains is to... There, it is ready, and so am I. It is time we went to see my daughter. Pray return to the waking sands. Actually, I should get my quest thingamajig up again.